Hello student, welcome to the one-shot revision of area and its boundary. Today we will discuss about two important terms, that is area and its boundary. So without any further delay, let's start. So first term over here is area. Area is nothing but the space occupied by any space. You can see I am sitting in front of you and I am taking some space off on this screen. मैं आपके सामने बैठा हूँ and you can see I am covering some space over here on this screen. I am the one who is covering some space. That space is nothing but the area covered by me. So let first understand what this term say. So first let's take an example. We need to find which one is bigger. We have piece A like this, that is the sides 4 centimeter and 5 centimeter, and we have a piece B 3 centimeter and 7 centimeter side. We need to find out which one is bigger between this. Okay, so without any further delay, let's see what we can do. We have understand a term, that is square. Is what we will do is we will try to compare it with a standard square like we do in our earlier classes. So let's say we have taken a square of side 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter. So this 1 centimeter square has an area of 1 centimeter multiplied by 1 centimeter, that will give you 1 centimeter square. Now we will try to superpose this square on the given shapes, that is piece A and piece B. So I am starting putting this squares on this. So I started doing that for the piece A. I put one along the row and another along the columns. So I have start putting squares along the row and along the columns. I have covered one row and one column completely, but we need to find the complete area, so we have to cover the entire piece. Similarly, we will do the same for piece B. हम piece B के लिए भी we will do the same, that we will try to cover the whole area. हम सारा area cover करने की try करेंगे. So again I am putting my squares along the row and along the column. I have put for both of these. मैंने दोनों के लिए put कर दिया. Now we will try to cover the entire piece putting the squares like this. Similarly, we will do the same for piece B. Now you can see you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on up to 20 over here. You can count, it will give you total 20. Similarly, when you count over here, you will count up to 21. You will count up to 21. So covering piece A needs 20 square. Covering piece A completely need 20 square, while covering piece B need 21, and hence because the square needed to completely cover piece B is greater, and hence obviously piece B is bigger. Piece B is bigger, but we need to find the area of each of this. Because the area of each square is 1 centimeter square as we discussed earlier, so area for piece A will come out to be area of piece A will come out to be equals to what? That will be equals to 20 square needed into area of each square, that is 1 centimeter square. It will give you the value as 20 square centimeter. Similarly, we will need to find the area of piece 2. We need to find the area of piece B. What we will do? The total square needed is 21. We will multiply with the area of 1 square, that is 1 centimeter square. It will give us the value as 21 square centimeter. Obviously, the area of piece B is greater because piece B is bigger than piece A. So by finding area, we can say which is a bigger in size. That means piece B is covering more area while piece A is covering lesser area. So obviously piece B is bigger. Okay. Let's see one more example. But that's what we do in our earlier classes. Now we will see we can do it even without completely covering the pieces. What we can do is we will try to cover a row and a column for both the pieces like I do over here. Now we will count the number of square again. We have 4 number of square along the row and 5 number of squares along the column. So the total number of squares needed can be calculated by number of rows into number of columns, that is 4 into 5. We can count it to 20. So we will say 20 squares are needed for pieces. Similarly, we can count the number of square over here. We will see that number of square needed over here is 7 along the row and 3 along the column. So we will say we need 7 into 3, that is 21 square to completely cover it. So the area of piece A again comes out to be equal to 20 into 1 square centimeter, that is 20 square centimeter, and area of piece B is come out to be 21 into 1, that will be equals to 21 square centimeter. So again, by using this method also we can find out which one is bigger. But that is the old method to find out the big area of any piece. What we can do, we are given with the side of the rectangle. If the side of a rectangle given, we can find the area of that rectangle using the formula area is equals to side into area is equals to side 1 into side 2, which are perpendicular to each other. That is written in the case of rectangle as length into breadth. Okay, this is given to you as length into breadth. Now length and breadth are given to you as, for piece A you can see the length and breadth are given to you as 6 centimeter and 5 centimeter. You can count it down to 20. Okay, you can count it down to 30 centimeter. Again, for piece B, you can see the sides given to you as 4 centimeter, that is length and breadth given to you 4 centimeter and 8 centimeter. You can count it down to 32 square centimeter. So again, you can see over here, you can easily see over here, the area of piece A comes out to be 30 square centimeter and area of piece B comes out to be 32 square centimeter, and hence obviously the piece B is bigger. But there is a reason while we are doing square centimeter, because we are multiplying centimeter twice, so this centimeter will become square centimeter because we multiplied it twice. This is the reason that the unit of area will be given as square centimeter but not in centimeter. A side is in centimeter but an area is given always in square centimeter, square meter, and so on. So we find out it for this. Now we will try to find it down for another one. Let's say it is given to you that the area of a square whose side is 9 centimeter. You need to find the area of a square whose side is 9 centimeter. Okay, so without any reason, you don't need to find a square whose sides are 9 centimeter. Just what we will do, draw a square whose sides are 9 centimeter. Now what you need to do is just try to see that what you can do with it. We know a square is a shape in which all the sides are of equal measure. That means you don't need to find any other side because all sides are of equal measure. Now because all sides are of equal measure, the area of a square can be find out using the formula side into side. Now because the side is directly given to you as 9 centimeter, you can find the area of this square using side into side, that is 9 centimeter multiplied by 9 centimeter. That will give you the value as 81 square centimeter. Please always remember the unit of area is square centimeter, not centimeter. So do remember, whenever you are writing the area, do mention the unit as square centimeter or square meter, but not centimeter or meter, because centimeter and meter is the unit of side, while we are talking about area, area is the space occupied. So the space occupied is always given as in square centimeter. So always do remember this thing, that you have to write it down in square centimeter. Okay, let's move on to one more example. We need to find the area of a rectangle whose length is 6 centimeter and breadth is 4 centimeter. We need to find the area of a rectangle. Now it is given to you that its length is 6 centimeter and breadth is 4 centimeter. Now rectangle is a shape in which the sides parallel to each other, that means in front of each other, that is this side will be parallel to this and this side will be parallel to this side. So these sides are parallel also and as well as equal also. That means the length of these two sides are always equal. So it is given to you that the length of the rectangle is 6 centimeter and the breadth of the rectangle is 4 centimeter. Now you need to find the area of the rectangle. As we have discussed earlier, the area of a rectangle can be found out using the formula length into breadth. So using this formula, the length is given to us as 6 centimeter and breadth is given to us as 4 centimeter. You can count down this answer as 24. Again, do remember the thing that you need to write the square centimeter, not the centimeter, because centimeter is the unit of side, not the area. Okay, so the area of this come out to be 24 square centimeter. So see, if you try to find the difference between both the method we are using right now is way too easy, because you don't need to put any square on this shape to cover it entirely and then count it. There is a very easy method through which you can find the area of two very basic shapes, that is rectangle and square. So there is no need that you will find out the area putting the square on it. Now as we are developed, we will use the different method to find the area of this shape. Okay, so let's see one more example. Now this is a bit twisted. They twisted your answer. Now they are saying if the area of a square is 9 square centimeter, find the side of the square. Now we have given the area, not the side, and we are asked about the side of that square. Let's say we have this square. Now they are saying the area of this square is given to you as 9 square centimeter, but we know the formula of area of a square. The area of a square can be find out using the formula side into side. Now there is a reason that we are assuming. I don't know the side of this square, so what I will do, I will assume it to any alphabet. Let the side be x. Let the side be x centimeter. Or if you don't want to assume, do not assume the side, but we know that square is a shape in which all the sides are of equal measure. So it is given to you as 9 square centimeter. The area is given to us as 9 square centimeter. So we need to find the number through which if we multiply it by itself, we need to find a number through which if we multiply itself, it will give us the answer as 9. Now we will try to find error. We can make a 9 as 1 into 9, but these two number are different, so this cannot be our answer. We will try to find one more, 3 into 3. We know 3 into 3 is a correct. 3 into 3, when we multiply 3 by 3, it will give the answer as 9 square centimeter. So we can say that 9 square centimeter is equals to 3 centimeter into 3 centimeter. So using the formula, we can say that side of this square is equals to 3 centimeter, because we compared there is only one number which is satisfying the equation given over there, that is area is equals to side into side. If we put the value of area as 9, there is only one number which satisfy, 3 into 3 is the number which satisfies the equation, because once when we multiply 3 by 3 we will get the answer is 9. So 3 is the only number which is suitable to this situation. Okay, so the side of this given square is 3 centimeters. So question can be asked to you like this also. Let's move on to another one. Let's see what we can found in this. Now we need to find the area of the rectangle whose length is 8 centimeter is 14. The area of a rectangle whose length is 8 centimeter is 40 square centimeter. We need to find the breadth. हमें क्या एरिया गिवन है एक 8 सेंटीमीटर लेंथ वाले रेक्टेंगल का, and we need to find the breadth of that rectangle. Again there is one side missing, so it is again a twisted question. What we will do, we stuck to the formula we have learned earlier. So the formula to find the area of a rectangle can be given as area of a rectangle can be given as length into breadth. Now the length is given to you as 8 centimeters, so put down the value, just put the value of length and let the breadth be same. Let the breadth be same. Now the area of this rectangle is given to you as 40 square centimeter. The rectangle is 40 square centimeter. 8 centimeter into, let's say, b is the symbol representing breadth. Okay, so now if I need to, this is in square centimeter, that means this is in square centimeter. Now we need to find a number in which one number is 8, which will when multiplied by any number. Now we can write it down 40 as 8 into 5. We can write down 40 as 8 into 5. Write it down over here. 8 centimeter into 5 centimeter. That will give you the value as 8 centimeter into b. Now you can see 8 centimeter is same both in both the side. 8 centimeter is common. So what we will do now, we will compare. If you compare over here, these two equations are equal only and only when this breadth is equals to 5 centimeter. This equation holds true only and only when this breadth is given to you as 5 centimeter. So what you will do is you will compare these two and you will get to know that the breadth of this rectangle is 5 centimeter. Okay, let's move on to the next question. This is the 8 centimeter. Now this is a question. The stamp has an area of 4 square centimeter. Guess how many such stamps will cover this big rectangle. We need to find how many stamps we need in order to completely cover this big rectangle. Now we don't need to superpose all these stamps. What we will do, we will use the method of area. What we will do, we will find the area of this rectangle first. So we know the area of a rectangle. The area of a rectangle can be find out using the formula length into breadth. Now the area will come out to be the length given to you as 14 centimeter and breadth given to you as 8 centimeter. So the total area will come out to be 14 into 8. That will give you the value as 112. That will give you the value as 112 square centimeter. Okay, so the value of this rectangle, the area of this rectangle comes out to be 112 square centimeter. Now we need to find the number of stamps to completely cover this rectangle. So what we will do is we will try to, now this 4 square centimeter is the area of this particular stamps. So what we will do, in order to find number of, if we need to find number of stamps, what we will do is we will first see the total area of this shape, that is rectangle. We will find the total area of rectangle and we will divide it by the total area of stamp. We will divided by total area of stump. So this will give you the value. The total area will come out to you as 112 square centimeter, and the area of one stem given to you as 4 square centimeter. Now these units are same, so this can be cancelled out. This can be cancelled out. So the value comes out to be 4 2s are 8. Now 4 8s are 32. So there are total 28 number of stumps needed to completely cover this rectangle. You can also see how we can do that. Put one stump over. You can check your answer by just putting it. You can see we need total 28 stamps to completely cover this. So we can also check our answer. Let's move on to the next question. Arbaz plans to tile his kitchen floor with green square tiles. Each side of this tile is 10 centimeter. His kitchen is 220 centimeter in length and 180 centimeter wide. How many tiles will he need? We need to find the number of tiles he needed in order to find the number of tiles he needed. Okay, so this is the shape of the floor of the kitchen. This is the shape which we need to find the area of. Let's see how we can find. The length of this given to you as 220 centimeter and breadth of this is given to you as 180 centimeter, and the size of one tile is given to you as 10 centimeter. That means the tile is something like this. So what you can do, the side is given to you as 10 centimeter and it is a square tile. That means all the side of this square will be 10 centimeter. So along the length, how many square are needed, we can count out. If let's say I am putting a square over here, like this. If I am putting a square over here like this, now this is covering only 10 centimeter because the side is given to you as 10 centimeter. So this is covering 10 centimeter out of 220 centimeter. So again, the total number of square needed to completely cover the whole length, आपकी total length को cover करने के लिए you need at least 220 by 10, that is 22 square along the length. You need 22 square along the length to completely cover it. That means you need 22 tiles. Similarly, if you count down over here, you will get to know you need 220 by 10 to completely cover it. It will give you the value as 22. Similarly, along the, if you want to find the number of square needed along the breadth to completely cover it, just divided by length of 1, you will get 18 are needed in order to completely cover it along the breadth. So the total number of square needed, that is the total number of tiles needed to completely cover this area, will come out to be 18 into 22, as we have discussed earlier, that if we cover entire row and entire column, we can find out the total square needed by just multiplying the number of tiles needed along the length and along the breadth. We can find out the total number, that will come out to be 22 into 18. Now there is an interesting thing you can do. If you need to multiply these two, what you will do, multiply it by 20 and then multiply it by 2, because 22 can be written as 20 plus 2. Now what you can do, find this. 18 2s are 36, it will give you 360. 18 2s are 36 also, it will give you the value as 396. So the value comes out to with you is 396. Now this 396 is nothing but the total number of tiles needed, because you have seen the number of tiles needed along the length, you have calculated the number of side needed along the breadth. So total tiles needed to completely cover this can be find out like this. So this 396 is the total number of tiles needed. You can also see, if we put it along the length and start putting, we can completely cover, and the answer comes out to be this 396 is nothing but the number of tiles needed to completely cover it. So without any further delay, let's move on to the next question. Nazrina is a farmer who wants to divide her land equally among her three children, Chumki, Chumri, and Imran. She wants to divide the land so that each piece of land has one tree. Her land looks like this. Can you divide the land equally? Her land look like this. Now she has three children and she need to divide the total area amongst three. So first what we can do is we can calculate the total number of square over here. Let's start counting the number of square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So there are total 10 along the length. Similarly we will count it along the breadth. How many square are there along the breadth? There are total 9 square along the breadth. So there are total number of how many square are there? So total number of squares which you can find out can be given to you as the total number of square you need to find out can be given to you as 10 into 9, that will give you the value as 10 into 9, that will give you the value as 90, that will give you the value as 90. Now you need 90 square, you have 90 square. Now you need to divide this 90 squares into 3 equal part. You need to divide this 90 squares into 3 equal part. That means each part is nothing of, each part will made up of 30 squares. Just divided by 3 because you need to equally divide. So equally divided by 3, but that's just not the case. Otherwise you can divide it along 3 rows, 3 rows, 3 rows, 3 rows to each, but you need to divide it in the accordance that each of them will get the tree. Now in order to divide that, what we will do is we will divide each and every single square. First we will divide these 3 square, that is that covering the, first we will divide these 3 squares. These 3 square must be divided first because these 3 squares are containing the trees she want to give to each of them. So first we will divide this, but still the remaining can be divided in accordance so that each of them get equal number of square, that is 30. What we will do, we will try to divide it. If you try to divide the area, it is divided like this. Now you can see in this all of them are getting equal number of square, that is 30, as well as you can also see that the total number of squares are 90 and 30 are getting by each of them, and each of them are getting one tree. Each one is getting one tree. You can count down the number of square. If you count down this, can you look 1, 2 and 3, and we have also counted that there is 9 square along the length, so it will give you 27. It will give you 27. So this will be 28, 29 and 30. This will be 28. So first one getting 30. Similarly the red one given to the another one, it will also get 30, and third one also get 30. So this is the way through which you can divide this land equally to three different child which she has. Now is there anything if each square on this page? Now the question is, go ahead. Now question is asking to you, if each square on this page is equals to 1 square meter of land, how much land will each of her children get? Now what you can do is you need to find the area of this, that area which each of them are getting. Now if we need to find the total area, we can simply find, because it is given that the area of each square is given to you as 1 square centimeter. So the total area is nothing but equals to, because we have counted there are 90 square and each square has area equals to 1 square centimeter. The value of total area comes out to be 90 square centimeter. but we need to find the total area that each of them are getting. So each of them are getting each of them, area of each of them is equals to, each of them are getting 30 squares, and 30 squares, and the area of each is 1 square centimeter. So the area of each of them comes out to be 30 square centimeter. The area of each of them comes out to be 30 square centimeter, or you can also see, because the total area is 90 square centimeter, the total area is 90 square centimeter, and you need to divide it in 3 equal people. That will ultimately come out to be 30 square centimeter. So you can use this method also or that method also. Both the methods are correct in order to completely cover it. In order to completely cover it, you can do this as well. Now we will move our focus on the term boundary. So first understand this term boundary. The boundary is nothing but the length of the outer edges of any shape. Now this term boundary comes out from the word, English word bound. Now bound means to limit. This word boundary comes out from the English word bound. Now this bound meaning to limit something. To limit something, that means you stopping something to, you are stopping something somewhere. Let's say you have this room. You have this room. Now you are moving in this room. You are moving in this room. You are moving in this room. Let's say this room is completely packed. You can't get out of this room. There is only one gate, and which is also closed. Let's say here is somewhere there is a gate and which is also closed. So you cannot go out of this room until and unless you are Thor. Unless and until you are Thor or Superman or something, that you can break a wall and get out of that room. Otherwise no one can get out of that room by just breaking the wall. Okay, so let's see, you are standing over here. Now you start walking along this side. You start walking, you are walking, but now reaching to this point you can't go ahead because there is something, that is the wall, which is stopping you to go ahead. Because this wall is stopping you to go ahead, that means it is limiting you to that position. It is saying you that stop over here, you can't get ahead of it because I am over here, because this side is stopping your way, stopping your path. This side is called as the boundary. This side is called as the boundary, but you are not gonna आप इतनी जल्दी हार नहीं मानना चाहते. You don't want to lose so early. So what you will do, you start walking along this line. आपने इस लाइन में चलना स्टार्ट कर दिया. You start walking in this line. Again, you can't get out of that until you are a Superman and you can break the wall. Again you started walking in this. Again you came to this point and you stopped over here because you can't get out of that because there is a wall. Now this wall is also stopping your movement. This wall is also stopping your movement. So this wall is also called as the boundary because it is stopping your way. Again, you don't want to lose and you start walking in this direction. You again start walking in this direction. Again you reach to a point after which there is no way. You can't get out of that until you are Thor, obviously. Okay, so you can't get out of this. Again this wall is stopping your movement. This wall is stopping your movement, and hence this wall is known as the boundary of the given shape. Again you start moving in this direction and you reach to the position you were earlier. Now again this wall stops you to go ahead. So this wall is also called as the boundary of this shape. So anything which stops your movement is called as the boundary because it bounds you to the limit that do not move. Okay, so you can't get out of it. So length of the outer edges. So anything which are stopping your movement is called as the boundary. It can be only on one side. Let's say you have an open park in which you are moving. there is only one wall over here. If you want to move in this direction, but you cannot, but you can walk freely in this direction, freely in this direction, freely in direction, but in this direction this wall is stopping your way, and hence this is called as the boundary as well. There is no need that it will completely cover the shape. It can be on only one side, that it can be only on one side, but whatever stops your movement is a boundary. Now let's see what this term. Now you all have heard of a term perimeter. Perimeter is nothing but the distance around the outside edge of a flat surface. What is a flat surface? A surface which has only two sides, which has only length in only two direction. That means a two-dimensional object which is flat. Flat means it doesn't have any thickness, or it doesn't have length in the third direction. It just have length in two direction, is called as the flat object. So if you find the distance around that outside edges of any flat surface, it will give you the perimeter. This perimeter is nothing but called as the length of the boundary. This perimeter is called as the length of the boundary. So boundary is something which is a physical term, while perimeter is a mathematical term. Boundary can be feel like if you walk and you can touch the wall, that wall is a boundary because it is stopping your way, but you cannot feel perimeter because it is a mathematical term. It is just a length assumed by us, that if you totally count down the outside edges of any shape, it will give you the perimeter. So you can never feel perimeter, but you can feel boundary because it is a physical term, and that is the difference between these two terms, that boundary is a physical term while perimeter is a mathematical term. Okay, so if someone asks you that find the perimeter or the length of the boundary, these two are same. So when we measure the distance around a shape, we called it as the perimeter, like this. So you go along one length, and then along second side, along third side, and then along fourth side. If you measure all the lengths and combine them, that will give you the perimeter or the length of your boundary. Let's see, we have a question over here. The perimeter, not the question, there is a definition. The perimeter is found out by adding up all the length and breadth measurement. It is given to you as a rectangle. So first we count, we find the length. Secondly, we will find the breadth, then we will find the length again, then we will find the breadth. Now we have completely covered a round. Now we have completely covered a round. This total length will give us the area, will give us the perimeter of that shape, or I would say the length of the boundary of that shape. So do not get confused whenever someone is saying perimeter or the length of the boundary, or sometime it is given to use you directly as boundary. Find out the boundary of this shape. So do not get confused, because it is a general term used between perimeter or the length of the boundary or boundary. You have do the same. Just go around about any shape, find all the sides and add them, and you will get your answer. Let's see what we can do in this. Can you find the length of the boundary for this shape? Now this is a rectangle in which one side is given to you as 12 centimeter and another two side is given to you as 5 centimeter. We know the rectangle is a shape in which the sides parallel to each other are equal in length. So we need to find the length. So first we will go along the breadth. We will go along the length. So the length is given to you as, we need to find the length of the boundary. Length of the boundary, that is equals to 12 centimeter, because we move along the length. Then you move along the breadth, that is 5 centimeter. Sorry. Okay, 5 centimeter, plus then you will move along 12 centimeter, then again you will move along 5 centimeter. That means you start moving from here, you start moving in this direction, that is 12 centimeter. Then you start moving in this direction, that is 5 centimeter. Then you start moving in this direction, that will give you 12 centimeter again. Then you start moving in this direction, that will give you 5 centimeter again. So the total length will come out to be 12 plus 5 plus 12 plus 5. It will give you the value as 24 plus 10, that is 34 centimeter. Now focus on the unit. While we are talking about area, the units come out to be square centimeter because we are multiplying centimeter with centimeter. Here we are just adding them, and hence the unit will be the same as of the side, because ultimately what you are doing, finding the total length, and length is always in centimeters. So do not confuse whenever someone talk about area, the unit will be in a square centimeter, and whenever someone talk about perimeter or length of the boundary, the value comes out to be in centimeter or meter. So that should be, you should be aware of this, that centimeter, meter are the unit of perimeter or length of the boundary, while square centimeter or square meter uh, is the unit for area. Now there is a simple conversion which we all are aware of, that 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter, and 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. That means 1 millimeter is equals to 1000. 1 meter is equals to I'm sorry everyone, 1 meter is equals to 1000 millimeter. 1 meter is equals to 1000 millimeter. So through this you can convert your unit from one unit to another unit. So what we have done for the last question, we add up all the length and breadth measurement, that is 12 plus 12 plus 5 plus 5, and we get our answer as 34 centimeter. So the boundary of that particular shape comes out to be 34 centimeter. Again, now let's move forward. Now we have one more question. The fencing of a square garden is 20 meter in length. How long is one side of the garden? We need to find the length of the garden. Now it is given to you as fencing. Now fencing, you might have seen around a shape, while you might seen there was a time when monkeys were so many over there, they were jumping on the roofs and so on. To protect them, we will do the fencing. Fencing is simply you can connect with the wire. So you have covered the wire throughout the boundary of that shape. So it is given to you as the fencing of a square garden. Now this square representing the garden has sides of equal measure. That means in this 20 centimeter, the length of the boundary given to you as the length of the boundary or the fencing, because we do the fencing all around. We will do the fencing around any shape. We will not do on one side or two side. We will do fencing on all the sides. So the length of the boundary is given to you as 20 meter. Now this 20 meter is the length of the boundary. So if I'll ask you what you need to do, find out the side, because the square has sides of equal measure, we can say the length of the boundary is nothing but side plus side plus side plus side, or I can say that is equals to 4 times side. That will give you the value as 20 centimeter. So side will come out to be 20 centimeter divided by 4. That will give you the value of side as equals to 5 centimeters. So the side of this garden is 5 centimeter. You need to find the side of this garden. So with this you can see this is the square which we are talking about. We have added all the sides. That means now this total length we are given to us as 20. So each side will represent 5 meter, and 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 will give you the answer as 20 meter. So the length of your garden comes out to be 20 meter. With this we are done all the concept of this particular topic. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching this, and we will see you in next video.